So we're going to the start for a race in the Hambleden Pairs Challenge. So we've got women's pairs. It's Patricia Smith and Pippa Whittaker from Cambridge on the left of our shot, up against the crew from the US Naval Academy, Brackett and Henley Krulik. So let's see if they can control the pairs. Wonder what the steering is going to be like as we see them coming up the island. Often find yourself getting pushed away from that island, nervous that you're going to be coming up towards those wooden booms. And we see this crew from the US Naval Academy wandering out towards the middle, and the umpire having to pretty quickly get onto that flag, get them steered back across.
Yeah, it can be very distracting for the other crew when you see the crew coming to them.
Absolutely, yeah. The crew suddenly comes charring in towards you. And this crew from Cambridge want to just mind their own business down that inside station. Suddenly they find the crew from the United States, Krulik and Brackett, coming veering in towards them. They've made that correction, and it certainly hasn't hurt the speed within the American pair.
No, that's it. They're still sort of edging away. I actually used to row at Leander with Pippa Whittaker, who's the stroke of the Cambridge pair. And yeah, she was a very, very good junior, and she actually retired a few years ago and went into the working world, and got a muggle job, and just missed the sport so much that she decided to come back and give it another shot.
Well, I can see why she might be missing it. She's managed to be within these fantastic Cambridge University crews, and yeah, really good to see. There's a kind of an efficiency there was about that Cambridge crew, whereas there was a bit more sort of body movement going on within that US Naval Academy crew, and real efficiency. They're used to a long race, certainly within the Cambridge programme, and coming up to halfway, look like they've got probably about a length on the crew from the US Naval Academy.
Yes, the US crew, only 22 years of age, both of them, so they're a little bit younger than the Cambridge pair. I think these two are there doing masters, so maybe lack the experience, or yeah, racing at Henley. I think Pippa, she's a Henley girl. She learnt to row at Henley Rowing Club down the road, so she knows the stretch well.
Well, and they made the effort to come here and race in the Henley Women's Regatta, where they were in the championship pairs, which they won this year. So they prepared themselves really well. Notice they've got two stroke coaches. What do you think of that?
In a pair, yeah, I mean, why not? It's just if you can see the rate dropping from the bow seat, you can help build it, or vice versa. If it's too high, you can help calm the stern person down. So
we can see those two little boxes, the little yellow box and the little pink box just by the athlete's feet. So those are those stroke coaches I'm referring to, which give feedback to the athletes, tell them how many strokes a minute and what time you're doing. Yeah,
and that's it. And they have little straws, if you can see just there, which keeps their handle heights high, and so they don't dig or they don't miss the catch.
So a real combination of high-tech and low-tech within that Cambridge boat, that you've got the digital information coming back, and then a straw taped to the side of the boat, and the coach being clear to you need to come forward to make sure your blade handle touches that straw. I remember when we rode, it's a fact I like to share, that we used to try and come forward. 57 degrees was where our coach used to set those up, so you come out and touch that straw. No such markers in this American pair, but there is that stroke coach taped on the rigger. As we have a look in at the stroke seat at Henley Krulik in the stroke seat. And they're having to make a little steering correction. They want to try and make something happen, but the Cambridge crew were really solid in the beginning, really solid and strong in those bodies, and not letting the crew from the US Naval Academy come back as they're coming down. Now they're going to get to the enclosures, and really just, you can see that trail of water behind, both the boats being steered pretty nicely, both just creating that line of puddles in the water. And how about this for a lovely overhead shot of those angles? 57 degrees out forwards, 36 degrees backwards.
Well, it was 57 in your day, but these days it's more like 67.
Well, that was my old man's back probably causing that, not letting me get out there too far. And this crew, you can see those angles, they come forwards further than they do coming backwards because your body gets in the way. But really nice to see those angles. They come out right over that metal rigger that sits out on the boat, and then finish that stroke off cleanly and quietly together. And this crew, yeah, they're just so nicely in sync. What a lovely shot of a pair moving well together, because we all know that's so difficult to actually make that happen, but they make it look easy.
Yeah, and the steering has been impeccable for them, so close to the booms and yet not touching them, and very straight, so they're not wasting any time mucking around with the steering.
Well, they were both in the winning Cambridge Blue Boat this year, and they've been contesting GB trials in this combination since they were in the boat race, and now they find themselves here racing in Hambleden Pairs at Henley Royal Regatta, and I'd have thought this is a pretty decent start for them to come up against a good, strong American crew. This crew are both members of the Navy Varsity 8, which finished 15th at the NCAA Championships.
Yeah, I think it was
Good
hard for
start.
them because they obviously raced in an 8 all year doing boat race and stuff, and then to jump into a pair for GB trials, they maybe didn't get the result they wanted, and so now to spend the whole summer in a pair will be good for them next year.
They're moving the pair really very nicely together, coming down in front of the grandstand, coming to the group of supporters by the finish line, the mushroom stools, but there's not much point in me telling you the mushroom stools if you can't see them, because they've all got people sat on them. It's what they look like on all the hours of training in the mornings as they sit there, but today they're filled with supporters. They pass the floating grandstand, cross the finish line, and what a great win for Tricia Smith and Pippa Whittaker from Cambridge University Boat Club in this final 8 race, quarter-final of the Hambleden Pairs Challenge Cup.